Hey everybody, this is Anthony's Horror and More, and today I want to give my mild spoiler review for The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Yeah, my mom and I caught this today, and yeah, I just figured I'd hop on and talk about it for a little bit. This movie is set in 1890. It's about a crew going on a ship, and they're traveling over to England, and Dracula is being stored on board, beneath the ship. And, at night he comes alive and he just starts picking off the crew one by one. And that's the basic plot for the movie. Um, Overall, I thought the film was shot very well. Very atmospheric, is dark and gloomy and very smoky, foggy. I really liked the way it looked. It also looked like this film had a decent budget. I was kind of surprised. I was like, wow, this actually looks pretty good. There's some nice, shots of like I said, with the ship on the water, and it looks pretty real. I mean, I got to give them credit for that. It looks like they actually had some money put behind it. I thought Dracula looked great. I really like the design. Kind of looks like Count Orlok a bit. um, but I think he looks cool. Sharp fangs and kind of a skinny, pale face and kind of long face, pointy bad ears, the wings, the claws. And I really love the eyes. The eyes glow in the dark because obviously he's nocturnal, so they have this nice little glow to him. I like the gore. There was some good gore in there. It was kind of quick though, some of the scenes, and it was also a little hard to see at times because of how dark it was. Maybe that was to hide some of the CGI. Who knows? But the practical effects and stuff that they used, like when somebody was getting their throat ripped out or something, it looked good, because this is a rated R movie. So I thought that looked good. There are these scenes where like a fog will roll in and Dracula will be swooping in the shadows and in the fog, and you'll just see his like silhouette kind of cruising by, and I thought that was really well done. I think the weakest part of this movie is just the writing for the characters. I think the writing for the characters is just very bland. They're just characters you've seen a million times, same old boring dialogue. Just nothing. It's just not interesting. And the movie's 2 hours long, and you don't even really get to know any of the characters. You get to know really nothing essential about them. I mean, not really. So it's like, I mean, you just got like, oh, that's your asshole character, and that's your main character, and that's your final person, and this and that. You know what I mean? All very generic roles, but everything when Dracula was on screen, I would say was very well executed. But then when Dracula wasn't on screen, I was just kind of bored. And my mom felt the same way. She told me she was just like she was getting kind of bored. It was like one of those movies she almost could have walked out on. And now I wasn't quite that bored with it, but I know what she was talking about. It's slow. There was because this film just didn't need to be 2 hours long. I mean, and if it's going to be 2 hours long, you got to give me more interesting characters. I mean, I'm sorry, but you do. And just so you know, that this is a film that they're going to try to turn into a franchise, and this is another fucking like, oh, let's make this world with Dracula, and I'm sure they'll introduce other characters along the way, and so you can tell they're gonna make this a whole thing. That's what they're gonna try to do, assuming that it makes enough money. Which is like, I don't know. I mean, I could take it or leave it, but I don't know. But getting into some mild spoilers, um, some other stuff that I thought was cool is when Dracula would bite into someone, but they wouldn't die, and he would have them like under a trance. I thought that was kind of cool. Their eyes would like roll in the back of their head, and he would have like full control over them. They'd basically just become walking slaves or zombies for him. So I thought that was neat. And, it was also cool because now since he bit them, they're infected. So when they step out into the sunlight, they, get set on fire. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they like spontaneously combust basically, and that I thought looked really cool. I liked all that stuff. Like I said, anything involving Dracula or him turning people, I thought that was all really cool. But I don't know. Yeah, that was really about it. So it's like I said, it's for me. This is like a 5 out of 5 film. It was a nice one-time watch. I'll probably never watch it again. It's not the most satisfying ending either. I'll just say that I wasn't very satisfied with the ending. Um, but yeah, it was just okay. Like I said, it was just kind of okay. It was just like, But I would probably recommend, streaming it when it, watch it on demand, something like that. I wouldn't. Um, I don't know if I'd go. I mean, it was kind of a cool theater experience just because like you have this big ship, it's out on the water, Dracula's swooping in, taking out people and stuff. It wasn't a bad theater experience. It's just I don't know if it's really worth your money because at the end of the movie you're probably just gonna feel kind of like meh, it was just like it was okay. But yeah, I think that's about it as far as my thoughts go. Yeah, if you've seen the movie, please let me know down below what you thought of it, in the comments section. Try to keep it, like I said, like, no spoilers or mild spoilers. I mean, um, and yeah, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, just let me know what you think. I think that's about all I wanted to cover as far as the movie goes. Think, am I missing anything? No, that was about it. That was about my basic thoughts on it. Um, yeah, I will say this, there is a scene involving a child in the movie that I thought was really cool as well. Um, I thought that was done pretty well, without spoiling anything, but I thought that was like a pretty good scene, or a couple good scenes, I should say, involving the kid, but uh yeah, for the most part, they just God, the lead guy too. You can tell like is just I don't know. They don't give him much to do. I don't think he's a bad actor. And as a matter of fact, most of the people in this movie are good actors. It's just the writing for them it's so bland. And it's kind of been done before. You've heard all the same type of dialogue, and it's just kind of boring. But everything with Dracula was awesome, and there were definitely some cool scenes in there. Like I said, without like spoiling anything, like there's another scene where a guy's on a boat and he's got like this lantern, and it's really foggy out there, and you can just see the light from the lantern, and then yeah, and then obviously you see Dracula swooping in, flying around and stuff. That scene was really cool. There are a couple scenes with the kid that I thought were awesome. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much all I can really say. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.